Hey guys, I'm simply Syreeta and welcome to my channel. So as you can tell by the title of this video, it is going to be about you want to get into makeup and you don't know where to start. I am here to help you as much as I can. So if you're interested in this video, stay tuned. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. I have my notes so I can stay on track and won't ramble because I will ramble. Anyway, if you're new to the family, please like this video and subscribe to the channel and become a part of the family, okay? So anyway, my little collar's wonky, but anyway, I'm going to fix that. But anyway, so the first thing you're going to need when it comes to makeup and when to get into makeup is really great skincare. You're going to need a facial cleanser, a scrubber, depending on your type of issues that you have with your skin. Because I like to start my makeup after I've cleansed my face, of course, and I've used my toner and my moisturizer. Then I go in with a face primer, and that's how the process begins. So the first thing you need to do is know your skin type, whether you're oily, whether you're dry, whether you're a combination, okay? And get some good skincare products for that. Okay, so the first thing on the list is a face primer. The reason why it's important to know your skin type as well is because you don't want to buy products that do not support your skin type or will not be beneficial for your skin type. For instance, one day I ran out of primer and I just picked up a primer and it was like illuminating, hydrating, some type of primer. I shouldn't have picked it up because I have oily combination skin, more on the oily side. So when I used that face primer, I did not like the way my makeup turned out. It was like extra dewy. Like it looked like I was sweating and I wasn't. So that's why it's important to know your skin type. That way you can buy the proper products that you need. So the first product is a primer, okay? And then you're going to need a foundation, of course. Same thing, know your skin type, and then you'll know what is best for you. For instance, I know that I'm oily, so I lean to foundations that are matte. I lean to foundations that combat that oiliness, like Tarte, for instance. Those products are great for oily skin. If you have dry skin, that foundation may not work for you, particularly the type I use, but you can find some that is moisturizing and hydrating for your skin. So it's important, know your skin type, and half the battle is won, okay? So we got face primer, we got foundation. The next thing you're gonna need is a concealer, okay? And your concealer needs to be 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone, depending on how highlighted you want to be. If you want a natural highlight, you only get a concealer that's maybe 1 shade up from your natural skin tone. If you want a more illuminated highlighter, then you would get anywhere from 2 on up, lighter than your skin tone. For your contour as well, you could use a concealer, but you also could use a foundation as well. It just depends on what you like. It is a personal preference, but when picking out contours, you're going to go 1 to 2 shades darker than your skin tone, okay? Next on the list, you're going to need a setting powder, okay? And you need a setting powder to set your concealer. I love Laura Mercier. I have tried a lot of different setting powders, but Laura Mercier works great for me all across the board, okay? And remember that most setting powders are translucent, but I just like to stick with Laura Mercier. I don't have to worry about all other shush. but anyway, so setting powder, you need a setting powder. Okay, you're also going to need a bronzer, because just like you have to set your highlight, you have to set your contour with a powder. If you use a creamy product, you have to set it with a powder so it doesn't move, so it'll stay in place. You ever put a concealer on and you may not know that you were supposed to set it with a setting powder, and then it looked like your makeup was rolling away off your face? That's what happened. Okay, you have to set these areas. Okay, so after you get a bronzer, you're going to need a finishing powder. Now, this is why you need a finishing powder. This finishing powder is translucent. It's going to be close to your skin tone, and it's going to bring your whole look together. It's going to make that foundation, that highlight, that contour, it's going to make it all look like one pretty blended picture. Okay, so that's the job of a finishing powder. And you also are going to need a setting powder. And the setting powder, it gives staying power for the beautiful work that you've just created. Okay, so yeah, your setting powders, your setting spray, your setting spray. They come in a lot of different brands. And there's no particular, if you notice, I haven't named anything. This is just a basic list to give you a kind of like a starting point of products that you need. Now, when it comes to eyeshadow, let's talk eyeshadow, okay? Eyeshadows, drugstore eyeshadows are great. If you're just starting out, you don't want to spend a lot of money, and you want to build up your craft, or you want to build up your confidence as like just doing your makeup, your everyday makeup. Drugstore makeup is good. And when I say drugstore makeup, L'Oreal, CoverGirl, Revlon, etc. But I'm going to tell you as well, okay, at some point, sis, you may want to make an investment in a high-end palette, because the pigmentation is different. It is totally different, okay? I personally am a fan of Anastasia Beverly Hills, okay? And the reason why I like those palettes is because I feel like they are all in one. And I'm going to show you the look that I've done today. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette. And I'm just going to open this up really quick so you can see. The look I have on today, all of my shadows came out of this one palette, and that's why I liked it. I started with this one, I used this purple, and I used this pink, so this is why I really love her palettes, because I can look at her palettes and say, oh, I can put this color and this color together, or I can put this and this together, or I really like being able to look at palettes and being able to pick out the combination easy, okay? Another palette of hers that I like, and I will, if you want to see me do makeup looks on these palettes that I'm mentioning, just let me know. Comment below, thumbs up this video, and I'll make it happen. But another everyday palette that I like of hers is the, let me get it really quick. The Jackiana palette. Okay, I really love this palette. Again, it is just like the palette I just showed you, where I was able to see my color combinations easy. I was able to say, oh, I can tie all three of these together, if that's what you decide to do. Okay, so eyeshadows, you can go high end, you can go drugstore. It's whatever you're just comfortable with. The same thing with lashes. I get my lashes from my local beauty supply store, the ones that I'm wearing right now. I don't know if you can see that, it might be backwards. Are the I Envy from Kiss, and I just get them from my beauty supply store. They're $3.99. I'm going to use them maybe once or twice, and then I dispose of them and I get more. So now that we talked about the products and the different things that you're going to need to get started with doing your makeup, we have to also talk about taking this stuff off, okay? So you are going to need some type of makeup remover, okay, that will get all of your makeup off. Sometimes you have to use more than one product, depending on the products that you get. Because I use certain type of eyeliners, and sometimes it don't matter what I use on my face to remove that makeup. It still stays. So anyway, coconut oil is great. You just put coconut oil all over your face. You can take a paper towel, you can take a makeup wipe and then wipe that off. But we have to go back to the beginning. Once you remove that stuff, you have to clean the skin, okay? And it is a process because you want to make sure that you have a great canvas for the makeup to go on, okay? So, and it all starts with skincare. But I didn't want to forget that you're also going to need a great makeup remover, okay, as well, back to the beginning, as a good facial cleansing system. When I take my makeup off for the day, I tend to use a facial scrub, but I also have oily skin, so I have to exfoliate my skin at least 3 times a week to avoid blackheads and whiteheads and things of that such. So that's why knowing your skin type is really important, because then you can know what products work best for you and where to begin or where to get started. But anyway, I didn't want to make this video too long. A lot of people, when they see my pictures on Facebook or Instagram, they always ask me, oh, I want to get into makeup, but I don't know what to do. So I decided to create this video for beginners. So if you have any questions, comment down below the video and I'll be sure to answer all of your questions if you have any. Once again, like this video, thumbs up this video, subscribe and become a part of the family, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.